So, Mauricio Sulaiman's WBC orders Ryan Garcia versus Issac Cruz. Okay, let's talk about it. What's good, ASOB family? It's your boy Truth, and that's short for Truth Over Narrative. Welcome to ASOB Boxing Talk. Listen, so you already know what the topic is. We're talking about the WBC ordering Ryan Garcia versus Issac Cruz. Okay. All right, we're gonna get into that one. All right, so I don't know how, I don't know why, but WBC orders this match. I believe it just may be it may be the WBC trying to possibly, like my man Lefty from Chicken Talk say, they want to get in the Ryan Garcia business. I mean, we've seen instances or fights where Javier Fortuna was supposed to fight Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC interim title, and then COVID happened. Next thing you know, you got Ryan Garcia in the spot. So it is what it is. Either way, we got Ryan Garcia, 22-0, 18 coming by way of knockout. You got Issac Cruz, he's 23, 2-1. I believe he got 16 coming by way of knockout. Ryan Garcia's last opponent was Emmanuel Tago. That went 12 rounds. Issac Cruz, obviously we know on an Earl Spence undercard, he stopped Gamboa in devastating fashion. 5 rounds, I think he dropped him maybe 3 or 4 times before the stoppage. But we all know Yoriokas Gamboa was on his last leg as well. The real question is, will this fight happen? And you know what, guys, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. And the reason why I'm gonna say yes is because it's 2022. The boxing gods are with us. Thank you. And yeah, we're gonna get the fight. Like, we're gonna get the fight. So we're not even gonna talk about if Ryan wanna pull out or if Issac, man, we're gonna get the fight, right? So obviously, I think the only thing that possibly could stop that is because, I mean, the winner, this is a hard fight for both guys, really mainly for Ryan Garcia. And then the truth of the matter is, Devin Haney and George Kambosos are tied up. So this fight is for Devin Haney's WBC title. But obviously, Devin Haney has a fight on June 5th, I would say, in Australia with Kambosos. If he's successful, we'll see him again in Australia for a rematch. So even for the winner of this fight, Ryan Garcia and Issac Cruz, you're still not looking at a title shot until mid-2023. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the only place where this fight doesn't make sense. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're Issac Cruz or you're Ryan Garcia, and we've heard both of them say they want to face the best. Obviously, Ryan Garcia does more than enough talking for all of us. But he said he wants to face the best, and so I believe him, right? You say you want to face the best, right? So we're gonna throw the pass out, right? We're gonna forget the fact that you pulled out of a Javier Fortuna fight. We're gonna forget the fact that you pulled out of a Jojo Diaz fight. We're gonna forget the fact that you were Devin Haney's mandatory and you didn't fight him, right? Because belts didn't matter at the time, right? Whatever, you were gonna fight Pacquiao, right? So we're gonna forget all of that. And we're going to see what you want to do against Mr. Issac Cruz, right? Because this could be a ploy by somebody else to say, hey, order the fight. And then when the fight doesn't happen, we'll just say, well, the fight was ordered, it couldn't happen. Just for semantics, just for words, just to be able to say, hey, this happened and we were or were not able to get it done. Ryan Garcia, the fact of the matter is, whether you like him or not, he is a draw. Whether you like him or not, he brings eyes to the sport of boxing. New eyes, new fans, a new group. He has a massive social media following, which doesn't always necessarily translate to sales and buys and money. But hey, he has a following, and that's a great start. Against Emmanuel Tago, who I don't know, you don't know, none of us really know. I mean, he sold 12,000 tickets. I believe there was only like 1,000 tickets that was comped for that fight. He did a $1.3 million gate in San Antonio against really a fairly unknown. So I think that the money's there in Ryan Garcia. Obviously, the marketability's there with Ryan Garcia. We just have to understand or really figure out if Ryan Garcia wants to be a boxer, right? And it's no disrespect to Ryan Garcia. I feel like I'm fair, but I think the fact of the matter is Ryan Garcia has to make up his mind. Does he want to be a YouTube star or does he want to be a boxer? Right now, I just feel like he's Jake Paul with more fights, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? This guy has a great ability. He looks good at times. The inactivity, I believe, is maybe slowing his progression down. But I do still think that Ryan Garcia can be a top guy at 135. We just have to really understand and really see if he's serious. And the way that things transpire and the way that things go forward from here for this fight, we'll see if he's serious or not. We know Issac Cruz, he come to fight. Obviously, like I just said, his last fight was Gamboa. He knocked him out in 5. He got the job done. Previously, before that, he had a great fight with Tank Davis. It went all 12. Obviously, Tank broke his hand early on in that fight. But, I mean, Issac Cruz made it rough. He made it rough for Tank Davis. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I do kind of feel like Issac Cruz's style is kind of tailor-made for Ryan Garcia, but we'll get into that on a breakdown video, right? Like I said, he had a great fight with Tank. So he proved that he can sit in there with the big boys in the division. And just like Teofimo Lopez, he shares a highlight KO of Diego Magdaleno, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say that Issac Cruz shouldn't be there. I believe that Issac Cruz should be there. I believe that this is a great matchup for both fighters. I think that this puts both fighters in the conversation. And we'll see. 135 is a stacked division. It's a very stacked division. There's no room for games to play in 135. I believe probably next to 140, 135 is maybe one of the deepest divisions. If not, top 5, top 3 maybe, as far as deepest divisions. But yeah, like we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to see where this goes. I believe that if no deal is reached by June 14th, this will go to purse bid. So, I mean, hey, the WBC put it out there. It's up to Golden Boy. It's up to PBC. It's up to Ryan Garcia's management and promoter. It's up to Issac Cruz's management and promoter to make this fight happen. I believe that it will happen because we have the boxing gods on our side. It's 2022. I mean, it's a bunch of fights. I mean, let's get it done, man. Let's get it done, and that way we can weed out the pits from the poodles, right? Pitbull, right? But I mean, that way we're able to weed out those guys, man, and see who really is here, who's for real, and who's a pretender, and who's a contender, right? So, hey, it is what it is. That's just my take on Ryan Garcia versus Issac Cruz. WBC has ordered it, so we will see. Again, it's ASAP Boxing Talk. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.